and had powers enough to shape the outcomes, influence change, and able to raise a voice to be heard in the lobbying corridors and rooms where world decisions are made and our fate as developing country is decided. We in the developing world immensely appreciate the leadership and contribution that India is making in preserving and restoring sense, value, and humanity to our increasing plurilateral, manipulative, and materialistic world. India is our formidable member, in the non-aligned movement, the Commonwealth, and Group 77 in the United Nations, continues to be our voice and mouthpiece in avenues where we don't have seat. We trust India's leadership, not because of its sheer size and economy, but because of its historic contribution and moral standing. India has remained truthful and loyal to the cause of the Global South and the developing countries in general. We appreciate the fact that you have continued to uphold the importance of multilateralism and valuing society over market. That means they value people over profit. The role that builds hope for a better future. We in Africa are delighted with India's ascendancy to a position of global influence. We are comfortable because we are confident that India will never forget Africa. Signals and actions by India justify our confidence. India has advocated for the admission of the AU as a permanent member to the prestigious club of G20. This is a just gesture. And as a first African president visiting India, and on behalf, we congratulate, on behalf of my heads of state and government from Africa, we congratulate and commend India for successful completion of the G20 summit and be able to advocate for Africa to be a full member. Thank you so much. Tracing back, India played an important role in the decolonization of Africa. India provided material support for the armed liberation struggle of Southern Africa. India is now our important ODA partner. India has formalized our engagement through India-Africa summits and by opening first overseas campus of the world-renowned Indian Institute of Technologies in Zanzibar. It has demonstrated desire to export success in skills and development and technologies to Africa. India cares about peace and stability in Africa, as it is the largest troop-contributing country in the United Nations peacekeeping operations, most of which are in Africa. We in Africa can say here today, without fear of contradiction, that even when India reaches a pinnacle of global power, as it is bound to at some point, it will still retain the noble cause of Global South in her heart. This is what, at the very least, we expect of India, that India, whenever it goes, whatever point of achievement reaches, it will still have Africa and the Global South in her heart. We are living in a different era of confronting new realities and new challenges that India cannot overcome them alone, neither can Africa. Having united our efforts can increase our strength to face them and leverage our power to tackle them. Our partnership has helped us before to fight against piracy in the Indian Ocean, to help regulate and conserve our shared marine resources through the Indian Ocean Tuna Commission. We also stood up against unfair trade proposition in the WTO and pushed for the reforms in the United Nations and its Security Council. On another stride, the COVID-19 pandemic exposed us to the realities of inequality. Globalization did not deliver on its promise. The champions of globalization were the first ones to close their borders. The market did not work fairly for the developing world. When it comes to vaccine and PPTs, and the narratives of leave no one behind and global public good became nothing but empty rhetoric. True colors came out and masks of the big powers fell off. India, fortunately, did put humanity first did put the humanity first by supplying millions of doses of vaccines to about 100 developing countries. This was admirable, but we need to do more together to prepare for the inevitable future pandemics. They need to invest in global health security to prepare our countries for future pandemics is imminent. Having vibrant pharmaceutical industry and advancement in research and development, I'm convinced that India is better placed to take leadership on this important crusade. We must work together to win the next test. Ladies and gentlemen, another area of convergence for Indo-Africa partnership is our noble fight for a just green energy transition. Much as we are positive about green energy transition, we are of the opinion that the time frame and the course switching towards a greener path should observe the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities. By saying so, we are not rebelling, but we are simply calling for justice. A just greener transition. Certainly, this is not too much to ask to the world. But India, being the world's 5th largest producer of solar power and the world's 2nd cheapest solar power, it stands a chance to impact Africa positively in terms of green transition. India provides an opportunity for Africa to leapfrog energy crisis in underserved areas through affordable and adaptable off-grid and mini-grids equipment and infrastructure. Likewise, Africa offers India the scale to expand its green energy industry and lead the transition. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I said at the beginning of my remarks that India means so much to Tanzania and Africa. I hope I've tried to cause in the course of my delivery to shed light on what India means to us as extended family, a strategic ally, and a reliable partner. Our geographical proximity, cultural affinity, and demographic similarity give logic to a cheaper Indo-Africa economic and political cooperation and partnership. Our destiny is intertwined. Africa cannot purport to penetrate to the center of the world's economy without India. On the other side, India's leadership of the Global South in the pursuit of fair global order cannot be attained if Africa is in the periphery. This is to say, Africa and India are almost and always tied at the hip when it comes to unlocking the global challenges to our growth and development. In our struggle against colonialism and our cry on fairness in the global financial architecture, the principled world economic order, India has always been a shoulder for Africa to lean on. Next year, we are commemorating the 5th anniversary of the Declaration for the New International Economic Order, of which India was the main proponent. We must admit there was over-optimism in terms of the timeline and scale in attaining the new international economic order, and that resulted in disappointment. However, the new realities and lessons learned must compel us to forge for Indo-Africa cooperation to push for a more fairer world. Together, we can be a formidable voice and a force to be reckoned with. In closing, I extend my deepest gratitude once again to this esteemed institution for the privilege of receiving this honorary doctorate. Thank you very much. I accept it not as a culmination of my efforts, but as a reaffirmation of the boundless potential that hard work, dedication, and selflessness holds for us all. Let us move forward with a renewed commitment to harness the transformative power of cooperation, and in doing so, let us forge a future that is marked by unity, understanding, and the steadfast dedication to the betterment of the humanity. This honor comes with responsibilities and expectations. It is a call to action, a call to leverage the privilege that it confers to the betterment of our world. It is a call to use our knowledge, our skills, and our resources to effective positive change, to advocate for those whose voices have been marginalized, and to champion causes that resonate with the values we hold dear. As I stand here today, I'm mindful of the profound interconnectedness of all human beings. We are bound by a common purpose, a shared destiny, and a collective responsibility to leave this world better than we found it. Together, we have the capacity to shape a legacy of compassion, empathy, and progress that will endure generations to come. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency, for sharing your love and deep connection with our beloved country, India. We wish that India's and Tanzania's bilateral relations and cooperation in all spheres will reach new heights under your dynamic leadership. Thank you once again, Madam, for your inspiring words and insight. Now I request Professor Ravi Kesh, Registrar of Jawaharlal Nehru University, to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Honorable Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Dr. S. Jaishankarji, Minister of External Affairs, Honorable Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji, Minister for Educational and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Srimati Annapurna Deviji, Honorable Minister of State, JNU Vice Chancellor Ambassador Kamal Sibbalji, JNU Vice Chancellor Professor Santisri Dhulipudi Pandit Ma'am, distinguished guests, respected colleagues and dear students, Namaste. I stand before you today with a sense of privilege as I propose vote of thanks on behalf of our university for gracing this special convocation ceremony with your kind presence. First and foremost, on behalf of JNU community, I would like to thank our chief guest, Honorable Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, for gracing today's event with her benign presence and sharing her illuminating speech. We were truly enlightened to hear her enlightening thoughts on her first visit to India as a president, along with her distinguished ministers before us. It was truly a proud moment for us to see first woman Vice Chancellor of our university felicitating a first woman President of Tanzania with the honorary doctorate in the august presence of many illuminating figures of Tanzania and India today. I would like to thank our deepest gratitude to our Honorable Dr. S. Jaishankarji, an alumnus of our premier institution, and Honorable Minister of External Affairs for your unwavering support, guidance, and leadership, under which India and Tanzania is on the right path to attaining new heights. Your vision and dedication have been the driving force behind organizing this event successfully. We are immensely grateful to our esteemed Minister for Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji, for your gracious presence today and enlightening us with your kind words of wisdom and encouragement. We are truly thankful to you, sir, for your constant guidance in fostering an environment of academic excellence, research, and innovation. We are grateful to our Venerable Chancellor Ambassador Kamal Sibbalji for his constant support, guidance, and encouragement. I must also thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Santisri Dhulipadi Pandit Ma'am, for her initiative, guidance, and constant encouragement in organizing this special convocation successfully. I must thank all the dignitaries and heads of various government organizations and think tanks who have graced today's special occasion and encouraged us. We offer our sincere thanks to all the deans and chairpersons and students of JNU and other institutions for extending your active support and cooperation in making this program successful. I convey our gratitude to the officials of Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Delhi Police, Convocation Committee of JNU, the event organizations, and all volunteers for providing much needed logistic support, venue, and human resources, whose countless hours of planning and coordination have made this event a success. Last but not the least, a special thanks to all the students who have joined us today in online mode and offline mode to witness this special event. Once again, thank you all for being part of this momentous occasion. Thank you. So with this, we conclude this special convocation. May I request all the dignitaries here to join us for high tea.
Wakakazana mwendo, wakasema vijana, njoni tulijenge kwa mavumbi na jasho, hawakujali mateso, walichoweza ni kesho. sisi watoto. Nchi yangu ni urithi wangu, zawadi ya pekee nitaitunza.
Nchi yangu ni urithi wangu, zawadi ya pekee nitaitunza. Nchi yangu ni urithi wangu, zawadi ya pekee nitaitunza. Nchi yangu ni uhai wangu, zawadi ya pekee nitaijenga.
Wakaja vijana wakasikilizana, wakasema hello hello Tanzania.